Greg Klasirik, also a local product out of Mentor. He will handle the kickoff chores for Hiram. We are ready to get underway. Klasirik puts the foot into it. It is a short kick to Brian Metalsitz at the 12. Out to the 20, 25, 30, straight upfield, 40. He hits midfield, angles to the left sideline, 40. Knocked out of bounds at the 30-yard line by the kicker, Greg Klasirik.
Oh, they were so worried about Dan Calabrese possibly taking one back that they kicked to Metalsitz, and Metalsitz returned it nearly 70 yards.
So the Spartans get a big special teams return from the senior Brian Metalsitz out of North Royalton, Ohio. And they will start at the Hyram 30-yard line. Eric Olson calls out the signals. He will throw it out to Lapsevic on the right side, turns it upfield, gets to the 25, close to the 20-yard line before he is ridden out of bounds. The Spartans pick up first down yardage as he gets to the 19. It's a pickup of 11 for Sean Lapsevic.
Yeah, Case was quick on the draw. Olson fired it out there, and Lapsevic's responsibility was the outside linebacker Hall, and he was late to the point of attack.
High in the backfield now, Manny Secray lines up behind the fullback, Christian Anderson. They will give it to Secray. He tries to turn it upfield, gets back to the line of scrimmage before he is wrapped up and forced to the turf. It'll be second down for Case. We're just underway on a breezy afternoon here in Cleveland. No score between the Spartans and the Terriers, but Case off to a great start after the 58-yard return of the opening kickoff by Brian Metalsitz.
On the previous play, Case went unbalanced. We've seen that a lot where they'll stack three linemen to one side of center Michael Allen.
Empty backfield now as Secray lines up as a wide receiver on the left side. It's a 5-receiver set on second down and 10 from the 19-yard line. Out to Lapsevic it goes. Nice cutback move. Gets to the 17 before he is hit and tackled. There defensively for Hyram was sophomore Josh Peacock on the tackle.
Well, Hyram certainly has a active secondary, and we saw a lot of that last year out in Hyram. When we went out to the Manaway area.
Well, they have 8 seniors on their starting defensive unit, so they do have some experience. It is third down and 10 from the 19-yard line. Olson back to throw. He is going to be sacked in the backfield as Olson cannot step away from John Hull, the senior out of Buford, Georgia. He records the sack. And the Spartans lose about 4 on that play. It's fourth down and 14.
Well, they're going to let Dan Vassell try a kick of 40 yards into a stiff breeze. I don't know if I totally agree with this, especially because you're trying to really nurse Vassell's psyche back into top-notch form.
Calabrese will hold it at the 30. It's on the right hash mark. High snap. Calabrese will throw it. Jake Adams is there for the reception. Makes the catch. It's a touchdown.
It just didn't make any sense that they were going to let Vassell kick into a 40-mile-an-hour wind from 40 yards out. And I guess Calabrese is now wanting to be on the offensive or special teams player of the week.
The storybook season continues for Dan Calabrese as now he throws a 30-yard touchdown pass to Jacob Adams on the fake field goal. And now Vassell will kick the extra point. It is up and it is good. And the Spartans roll out the trick play early with 12:22 to play in the first quarter. The Spartans lead it by a score of 7-0. It will go down as a 23-yard touchdown pass from Dan Calabrese to Jacob Adams. Hiram ball when we come back in just a moment on the Spartans Broadcasting Network.
I have this cool cash. What can I do with it?
You can turn it into a hot meal at Rascal House. It's the best value in town.
What do they have there?
Buckets of wings, pasta, sandwiches, salads, and of course, great pizza.
Are they open late?
You bet. Open every night till 2:30 a.m. And you can even build your own pizza and order it online at rascalhousepizza.com.
Cool. See you at the Spartans game?
Yep, and see you after at Rascal House.
12:22 to play in the first quarter. Spartans 7, Terriers nothing on homecoming Saturday here at Case Field. Dan Calabrese to the defensive specialist, Jacob Adams, on a 23-yard pass on a fake field goal attempt. Vassell ready to kick off. This one into the wind. It'll be taken back at the 19-yard line. Terriers on the return, out close to the 30. And Kevin Nassam on the tackle. The return man was Stefan Isabella, the sophomore out of Madison. Picks up about a 12-yard return. The football just shy of the 31-yard line. And here come the Terriers offensively for the first time this afternoon, down 7-0. The quarterback is Brandon Hanna. And a sophomore out of Ashtabula Lakeside High School. They will keep it on the ground. First play from scrimmage goes to their featured tailback, Chris Austin, the junior out of Glenville High School. He plows his way out to the 34-yard line on the first play, a pickup of 3, and it's 2nd down and 7.
Well, Hiram will go no huddle most of the time. And they'll keep it moving, keep it quick, and Case will be in a 4-2-5 set to counteract the 4 wide receivers.
Hanna back to throw it, little shovel pass, and it is caught right at the line of scrimmage, but the Spartans stop the play for no gain.
Well, Austin caught the ball, and then as he caught the ball in front of him, he also caught Michael Harris on his back, and Harris was just piggybacking on him until Austin gave up and went down.
No gain on the play, 3rd down and 7. Spartans will shift to a 3-man front here and 5 wide receivers in the football game now. Brandon Hanna takes the snap in the shotgun. He will wing it downfield. It's caught for first down yardage, or did it come loose?
They're going to say it bounced in. An incomplete pass.
David Klimaszewski, the intended target, looked to have it for a moment. It would have been good for a first down, but it's incomplete. And the Terriers will have to punt. Scott Curley will come out to punt this one away to Dan Calabrese.
A unique formation for Hyram on their punt unit. They'll spread everybody out across the front.
The snap goes back to Curley, and they almost got it. He did get the punt away. Calabrese from the 31 out to the 40, 45, and is tackled right there. Defensive coverage for Hyram provided by Brandon Newby, the senior.
Calabrese averaging almost 12 yards a return. And you think about what 12 yards on a punt does. In college, a 42-yard punt is about average. And he turns that into only a 30-yard net. That really puts Case in positive areas every time he has the opportunity to return a kick.
That time he returns at 15, out to the Case 46. That's where the offense will take over. Olsen will keep it himself after faking a handoff to Secre. And he dives out over the 50-yard line and gets close to the 46 and picks up 8, and a short 2nd down coming up for Case.
Well, since Calabrese thinks he's a quarterback, it looked like Olsen thought he was a linebacker there. He dropped his shoulder and really put it into Josh Peacock, the defensive back.
Hard-earned 8 yards, 2nd down and 2. Manny Secre lines up in the backfield behind Eric Olsen. He will flip it out to Lapsevic, catch and run to the 45, down to the 40, and out of bounds. It's good for a first down for the Spartans as they go to Lapsevic again. Sean Lapsevic coming into this game at 196 yards receiving, averaging 13 yards a catch.
Those little snap throws out are very close to being backwards passes.
10 minutes to go first quarter.
if for some reason that Lapsevic would not come up with the catch, he better go after the football just to be on the safe side.
He lines up as a slot receiver on the left this time. Middle sits is alone on the right. Brian Rice wide left. Olsen to throw. Steps through the pocket. He'll run it. Gets to the 35, down to the 30. And then he is hit hard as he goes down to the turf. And the ball came loose, but Olsen appeared to be down. And now they say Hyram has the football.
Greg Debelak's going to want an explanation on this one. Boy, it sure looked like Olsen hit the ground as the ball came loose.
Well, Hyram started to lobby for the possession right after the play happened, but it looked like Olsen was definitely down. There was defensive coverage there by Tyler Williams, the Ravenna product, the sophomore who made the tackle. But here come the Terriers now after the turnover. They will put it in the hands of Caleb Jones. He turns the left corner on the first down play and gets out close to the 37-yard line, a pickup of 5. Second down and 5 for the Terriers. The Spartans leading this game by a score of 7-0 with 9:21 to go here in the opening quarter on homecoming Saturday at Case Field. Brandon Hanna takes the snap in the shotgun. He will flip it over the middle, and it's caught for big yardage out across midfield to the 40, down to the 30, to the 20. Matt Davis back to try and make the tackle, and he does at about the 10-yard line.
It's Tom Moran with the catch. The seldom used tight end in Hiram's offense just got lost into the secondary, and nobody noticed him until he had the football and was running free.
Tom Moran out of St. Ignatius High School gets all the way down to the 11-yard line. So a 1st and 10 for Hiram College after the big play to the tight end, and now Hanna will try and run it. He turns the corner, gets to the 10, maybe to the 8 before he is knocked out of bounds.
Yeah, sweep to the short side, and the Case defense did a nice job just stringing that out, forcing Hanna to wait until he could cut it upfield, and finally, as he got outside the numbers, had to look to move upfield, picked up a couple of yards on the play.
They mark him out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Second down and 8 from the 9, so they can get a first down at the 1.
They still have not started the play clock yet.
The officials signaled for the clock to be stopped, and now they're trying to talk to one another down there. I'm not sure what the conversation is about it. They're looking at the scoreboard. 8:38 to go in the first quarter. 7-0 Spartans. And now everything appears to be ready, and Hyram will snap the ball from the 8.
He'll wind the clock and start the play clock.
Caleb Jones is in as the running back. Brandon Hanna at quarterback. He has 3 receivers in the game, 2 on the right, 1 on the left. They will flip it again to the tight end, Moran. He makes the catch and is knocked out of bounds by Jake Adams inside the 5-yard line. He will be down at the 3.
Well, I think that's a generous spot considering where Adams hit him. Adams made contact near the 5-yard line, and Moran was moving towards the sideline, so unless they say he stuck the ball out, that's a good 3-4 feet ahead of where that ball probably should be marked.
So Moran with 2 catches on this drive. 8 minutes to go first quarter. Hyram trying to tie the score. They will fake a handoff. Quarterback keeps it. Hanna dives for the end zone, and he's in there. Brandon Hanna, the final 3 yards of the drive. He scores his 4th rushing touchdown of the season. And if they can convert on the point after, Hyram will tie this game. Right now it's 7-6 Spartans with 7:56 to play in the opening quarter. The holder is Darren Gibson. The long snapper is Scott Betts. The kick by Klasaric is up and good. And we are tied at 7. 7:56 to go in the first quarter. We'll be back with more in just a moment on the Spartans Broadcasting Network.
In search of an extraordinary dining experience where you're certain to enjoy the ambiance as well as the menu? Table 45 Restaurant and Bar is the award-winning mixed culture restaurant located at the Intercontinental Cleveland, offering world cuisine created by accomplished local chef Zach Brule. Open every day, the atmosphere at Table 45 is relaxed yet inspiring with weekday chill-out happy hours, a behind-the-scenes chef's table, and outdoor dining on Patio 45. Call for more details or reservations at 216-707-4045 or visit us at tbl45.com or on Facebook.
Well, Tom Moran, the Parma product, paying big dividends for Hiram College with 57 yards receiving on 2 catches during that scoring drive.
Well, coming in, Moran only had 3 catches for 23 yards on the season.
Glasaric ready to kick off, and he will do so. End-over-end kick will be taken by Metalsitz back at the 7-yard line, out ahead to the 20, to the 30, out to the 40, to the 50-yard line, angles to the far side, 40, 30, to the 20, and out of bounds. Another great return for the senior, Brian Metalsitz.
And Greg Glasaric with another tackle. And there was nothing fancy about what Metalsitz did on that play. It was straight up the middle, right up the seam, waited on a couple of blocks. When he got the block near the 30-yard line, he did break it to the outside, and it was beyond the numbers all the way down into the red zone for Case Western.
76 yards by my unofficial count, Ed, on the return. He had a 58-yarder earlier. So the Spartans, again, inside the red zone to start the drive. 1st and 10 from the 17-yard line. Olsen wants to throw it, rolls right, hit, is down. The ball comes loose, and he covers it.
They're going to say it's an incomplete pass that he was throwing as he was falling, and the ball simply went into the ground because of the momentum of the defender.
Well, they called Olsen on a fumble earlier, Ed, and I thought that the play that just occurred was closer to a fumble than the one that gave the ball to the Terriers a few moments ago. But the Spartans will take it. 2nd down and 10 from the 17-yard line as we get a few rays of sunshine breaking through the cloud cover. Olsen hit as he throws. It's incomplete, but wow, what a lick delivered by Tyler Williams, the sophomore, who came in and really wiped out Olsen. And luckily, Olsen is all right as he was sandwiched there by Williams.
Well, Williams came off the corner, and they just did not pick the blitz up from the outside linebacker. And when the ball fluttered into the secondary, Dickerhoof was there and almost made himself a fingertip interception.
3rd and 10 from the 17. Olsen tries to throw a screen pass out to Secret, and it is deflected by the Terriers. Olsen ends up getting hit after that play as well.
Well, John Hall got his hand up and deflected the pass, but Hyram has been blitzing most of these first quarter of the 3 possessions that Case has had. And with that, the Spartans attempted that screen pass, hopefully to slow down the blitzing mentality of the Hiram defense, and Hull managed to get his hand up and break it apart.
It is 4th and 10 from the 17-yard line. They send the field goal kicking unit out. Calabrese will hold this at the 24. Here is the snap, the hold, and the kick from Dan Vassell, and it is perfect. 34-yard field goal by Dan Vassell, and the Spartans take the lead 10-7 as Dan Vassell now improves to 5 for 8 on the season.
Looked very smooth on it, connected well with the ball, made good contact, and into the win. That would have been good from probably close to 40 or 42.
Well, it's his longest of the season, Ed, 34-yarder. And the Spartans take the lead 10-7. And the big play, of course, was the return by Brian Metalsitz. 2 huge returns for Metalsitz today, and both have resulted in Case scores. This time they settle for 3 with 7:25 to play here in the first quarter. By the way, Case with an injury to deal with already. Brian Rice is on the sideline and looks to have a right knee injury. Rice, the senior out of Newcastle, PA. He is seated on the trainer's table.
Well, Manny Secre is getting a little adjustment to some equipment as well.
The kickoff from Vassell bounces out to the 20-yard line. It'll be returned right there.
Boy, they missed a flag. Oh, there's the flag. It was a face mask on that play.
Alvin Barnes bringing it back, and now a flag comes out as he gets it out to about the 35. Well, now they're going to mark him out of bounds at the 40-yard line. Then we'll see how the penalty figures in.
It'll be 15 yards. It's a personal foul. Case got a hold of the face mask, really turned Barnes' face. Oh, they're going to call a block at the back. They missed a 15-yard face mask against Case Western. Wow. Barnes really had his helmet twisted on that tackle.
They'll mark the football back to the 30-yard line. And that's where Hyram will start this drive. They trail Case 10-7. Case has won the last 3 meetings between these teams. This is the 4th consecutive year that they have played. Brandon Hanna takes the snap in the shotgun. Play action, guns it over the top. It is caught at the 48-yard line of the Spartans. Hauled in there by Hiram. I believe that was Brendan James who made the catch. Quick offense, no huddle. They will get back to the line of scrimmage. 1st and 10 from the Case 47-yard line. Now Hanna wants to run it. Doolin chasing him. So is English. He gets to the near sideline and throws the ball out of bounds. Again, it was James, the intended target. But that ball pretty much uncatchable as Hanna got rid of it under hot pursuit from Doolin and English. It will be 2nd down and 10 from the Case 47-yard line.
You know, English is hoping just to get a hold of Brandon Hanna at some point today, looking for 2 sacks in the ball game.
2 sacks would move him into a tie for the school record in sacks, currently held by Brian Calderon. Now Chris Austin carrying for Hyram. Gets back to the line of scrimmage, but is knocked backwards after that. They never really brought him down, but the play was whistled dead. And the Terriers will be looking at a 3rd down and 9 after a 1-yard pickup by Austin. 6:30 to go here in the first quarter at Case Field. 10-7 Spartans on homecoming Saturday. Case 4-1, Hyram 1-5. Hanna rolls on 3rd down, is hit as he lets go of the football. Wade Self got in there to apply the tackle. It's an incomplete pass, and it's 4th down and 9. Nice defensive pressure by Wade Self, the junior linebacker out of Hawthorne Woods, Illinois. The punter is Scott Curley.
And the wind is shifted now, Dave. It's more of a cross breeze coming out of the west.
Dan Calabrese back to receive the punt. Here come the Spartans. He gets the kick away. It's a spiraling kick that will bounce into the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Case will have the ball at the 20-yard line. 46-yard punt. Come out to the 20-yard line as it bounces into the end zone. Spartans offensively will come back out. Eric Olson, the reigning UAA Offensive Player of the Week for the last 3 weeks. Olson coming in, completing nearly 60% of his passes, averaging 182 yards passing per game. Last week against Oberlin, as he hands it to Secre, tries to duck back to the line of scrimmage, but he'll be tackled in the backfield for a 2-yard loss. Steve Brown, the senior, tackles Secre for a loss. 2nd down and 12 coming up for Case Western Reserve.
Well, Case looks a beat slow on offense, and defensively, it looks like Hyram is just got their motor running a little faster than the Spartans.
5:42 to play. First quarter. Olsen drops the snap. Loose ball. It is still loose. They scramble for it, and Hyram will have it inside the 10-yard line. Well, the bad snap hands the ball over to the Terriers.
Case came into the game. They were +7 on the turnover margin on the season. They had generated 15 turnovers defensively and had only suffered 7 offensively. Or check that, 8 offensively. They have 2 in the ball game.
5:35 to go in the first quarter. Case leading it by a score of 10-7. And now the Terriers have the ball, first and goal from the 10-yard line. Brandon Hanna comes back out. He takes the snap. They will hand this one to Caleb Jones. He is tripped up by Calabrese as he gets back to the line of scrimmage.
And Calabrese coming on a blitz. Came from the backside, ran that down. I guess I'm a little surprised to see Jake Adams on the sideline, Dave. I know Kevin Nossum and Wade Self have had very good seasons, but in this situation, especially close to the goal line, you probably expect Case to go more back to a traditional 4-3 set.
Jake Adams looking on, tied for the team lead in tackles coming into the ballgame. Hanna tries to run it, gets away from one tackler, but then he is caught in the backfield. Adam Watson comes in leading the charge and tackles Hanna back at the 12-yard line. It'll be a loss of 2.
Ryan Ferguson overran the play coming off the edge, but with that he got an arm on Hanna enough to slow him down and let the pursuit from the backside catch up with Hanna.
Third down and goal from the 12-yard line for the Terriers. Hiram coming out, playing with a little spring in their step, Ed, that we haven't seen before. 10-7 Spartans, 4:19 to go, first quarter. Brandon Hanna will take the snap, fires it out in the flat, caught out there near the line of scrimmage. They will only get about 1 out of this, as David Klimazuski catches the pass but cannot turn it upfield. A little screen pass that they hope to spring Klimazuski free. It's 4th and goal from the 12-yard line. No gain on the play, and Hyram will attempt a field goal as Klesaric will come out and try and kick this one. They will hold the ball at about the 19-yard line. His long this year is 38, so it is well within his range. The kick is on the way, but it is no good. He pulled it wide to the right, and so the fumble in Case territory does not hurt the Spartans on that drive as Hyram misfires on the field goal. Klesaric now 1 for 5 on the season. 3:32 to play in the first quarter. Spartans will come back out. On offense, Eric Street lines up wide to the right. Lapsevic in a slot position on the right side. They will hand it to Seacray out of the backfield. And he is hit and tackled at about the 20-yard line, so no gain for Seacray. Second down coming up for the Spartans. Second and 10, 10-7. Spartans leading it by 3. The wind really whipping around down there on the field.
Freshman was receiver for Case in the middle slot.
They will swing it out to Lapsevic. He ran into Metalsitz and then was tackled. The Spartans hurt themselves there. Phil Arnold, the cornerback, makes the stop on Lapsevic, but the Spartans cross paths, ran into each other. It turns into a 3-yard loss.
It started out as a great afternoon for Case, especially the first couple of minutes of the first quarter here has really become kind of a disorganized backyard football game for both schools.
2:20 to play first quarter. Over the middle, pass is caught and then dropped by Lapsevic. Fourth down for Case. It'll be 4th and 13 from their own 17-yard line, and Olsen will have to punt this one away. Olsen, go ahead.
Oh, no, Steve Brown and and Peacock were there defensively squeezing Lapsevic, and I wonder if he just started hearing footsteps of the linebacker and the strong safety.
Olsen put the pass right on the money, but dropped for an incompletion. Olsen has been an effective punter, averaging 39 yards a kick. The ball is on the 17. Here is the punt by Olsen. Good high kick. It'll be taken at the 46-yard line on a fair catch by Dominic Harper. We'll take a 30-second timeout. Hyram ball when we come back on the Spartans Broadcasting Network.
This year, Qdoba will cater like 10,000 parties.
Where? When? I'm there.
Well, these parties are hypothetical. I was just talking about Qdoba catering. Hot taco bars with fire-grilled chicken and marinated steak, flour tortillas and taco shells. You'll also get their hand-smashed guacamole, cheese, sour cream, lettuce, and salsa. They'll deliver to your home or office, and they'll even set it up.
Can I bring a guest?
Oh, boy. Visit Qdoba.com today for more information about Qdoba catering. Qdoba Mexican Grill. More to explore.
Little option pitch to Chris Austin on the first play of Hiram's drive. Dan Calabrese comes in to wipe out the play. They lose a yard at second down and 11 as Hiram College operates in their own territory. Second down 11 from the 46-yard line. 10-7 Case. 1:40 to play here in the first quarter. David Wilson along with Ed Dougherty today from a cloudy Case Field. Mike Becker is our producer and engineer. Hannah back to throw it. Little screen pass is caught out there by Chris Austin. He is hit, driven backwards by Kevin Nossum. Got back to the 46, but it'll be third down and 11.
Adam Watson forced him back in. And and as soon as that happened, there was Kevin Nossum to plant him at the 45-yard line.
Long third down here with a minute to go in the first quarter. Case 10, Hiram College 7. Case 4-1 on the season. They have won 3 in a row. Hannah back to throw on third down. Here come the Spartans, and Watson wraps him up and records the sack. Adam Watson comes in to finish off the play, the junior out of Mentor. Sacks Brandon Hannah. 37 seconds left now in the quarter.
We have a stoppage in play.
I'm not sure if anyone called a timeout here. It is a timeout taken by Hyram. Fourth down and 15. A loss of 5 on the sack by Adam Watson. Watson recording his third sack of the season. Hiram will punt this one away. 4th and 15. And now they want 41 seconds on the clock, so they will put 4 seconds back up. And I'm not sure why it was in Hiram's interest to call a timeout there.
Especially because the wind has shifted and is now more of a cross breeze.
And the flag's on top of the goalpost right now, not really moving all that much. Calabrese sets up at his own 20 to receive this punt from Scott Curley. There is the snap back to Curley. He will get the punt away, angles it over to the near sideline. There will be no return. Now we'll see where they mark this.
That has to be out near the 40-yard line.
Official still jogging up, and he will stop at the 35-yard line. He did not agree with you, Ed. I can't believe that.
I probably have a much better angle up here than he does.
35-yard line. I always wonder exactly how an official is supposed to make that call when a punt sails out of bounds, ball way up in the air, the official at field level. That's a tough call to make. And this time it's given to Case at the 35, 1st and 10. Seacray running behind Christian Anderson. Nice hole, gets out to the 40 and is pushed out of bounds near the 43-yard line. Pickup of 8 for Manny Seacray, the freshman out of Miami.
George Duramy, the backup tight end, making some impacts immediately Nice block to seal the corner as well.
Dougherty backing up at tight end today with the absence of Bryce Coleman, the senior. 10-7 Spartans, 2nd down and 2. Olsen in trouble. Now he'll try and run it. Has first down yardage as he gets to the 50-yard line and into Hyram territory at the 49.
Well, it was a busted play, and either Olsen missed it or Seacray missed it. And with that, Greg Deblack's going to take a few extra seconds here as the first quarter ticks down.
That'll be the final play of the first quarter. 10-7 Case. We'll take a timeout. Second quarter action is coming up in just a moment on the Spartans Broadcasting Network.
Have you heard the news? The Intercontinental Cleveland has earned its 8th consecutive 4-Diamond Award from AAA in recognition of its high-quality accommodations and exceptional service standards. Planning an important event like a corporate meeting, annual conference, fundraising gala, holiday party, or personalized wedding, choose excellence by choosing the Intercontinental Cleveland. Intercontinental's planning professionals will take time to consider every detail and lead you through an experience that is proudly world-class. For more details, call the Intercontinental today at 216-707-4100 to request a tour of the spectacular accommodations.
"15 minutes on the clock as we get ready to start the second quarter here at Case Field. It is brightening up a little bit.
Got time for some sunglasses maybe, Dave.
Yeah, we saw the wind die down a little bit, starting to kick up a little more now as we get ready to start the second quarter. It is Case football, and it is in Hyram territory at the 49-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Spartans. Eric Olsen calls out the signals.
Case was outgained in that first half by Hyram, first quarter, 87-55. And Case is yet to convert on a 3rd down, so not a very good 15 minutes.
Olsen pump fakes, throws it downfield, intended for Metalsets, but it's picked off. Hyram with the interception by Phil Arnold. Arnold, the freshman out of Eastlake North High School, runs it down. Couple of Case receivers in the area there, Ed. But the ball caught by Phil Arnold of Hyram, and Case turns it over once again.
Well, just as you had mentioned that the wind was dying down, it picked up as the play started, and Olsen tried to fire that one downfield 30 yards into the wind.
Well, it serves as a punt back to the 18-yard line of the Terriers. Brandon Hanna takes the snap, and then flags come out. An illegal procedure penalty against Hyram. This will mark it back 5 yards to the 13-yard line, 1st and 15.
Left side of that line wanted to get a little quick start as they had to pull around and lead the play. And they got whistled for the false start.
5th interception of the season by Eric Olsen. Second quarter action, 10-7 Case.
Arnold's 2nd on the year for Hyram.
Back to throw Hanna. He gets rid of it. Looking for the tight end. It's caught out there short of the 15-yard line.
Now they'll pick up a yard on coverage for Case. Jordan Banky from his safety position did a nice job on Moran.
Tom Moran with his 3rd catch of the day.
That matches his season total coming in.
That goes for 2. It is 2nd down and 13. They hand the ball up the middle, carried by Chris Austin. And check that. That was Caleb Jones, their backup tailback. He carries out to the 21-yard line, a pickup of 6. And it's a 3rd down and about 8. Hiram College will be looking at a 3rd down here from the 21-yard line of the Spartans. 13:46 to go, second quarter. Case up by 3. Pass batted down. Rich Doolin got his hand on the ball as Brandon Hanna started to throw it downfield. He had his eye on Brendan James, but the pass deflected, incomplete. 4th and 8 now for Hyram. Line of scrimmage is the 21-yard line. Calabrese will set up near his own 45.
Well, as has been the case all season, the defense did a nice job covering for an offensive miscue.
That ball will bounce at the 45 and bounce backwards. They take a case bounce, and it's fielded by the Terriers at the 48-yard line. 31-yard kick with no return, and the Spartans offense will come back out. So no worse for wear after the interception by Eric Olson. And the Spartans have the ball and a 3-point lead, 13:33 to play here in the second quarter. 10-7 Spartans. Olson with 3 receivers in the game. Christian Anderson is in the backfield. They will hand it to Secret in motion on a sweep and lost the football. It's still loose down there, and Hyram has it. Secret trying to turn it upfield just outside the right hash mark. Lost the football, and Hyram recovers, and another Case turnover.
4 turnovers so far for Case Western in 16 and a half minutes of play.
3 fumbles and an interception. One of the fumbles controversial, but went against the Spartans. And now Hyram with another opportunity, this time taking over close to midfield. They will start this drive at their own 47-yard line. 10-7 Case. Austin in motion. They will throw it to him. It is caught, but
There's
Jacob
Jake
Adams right there in his face to drive him backward.
Adams did a nice job reading that as a slip screen to the wide receiver in the slot. Came off the middle and made a great tackle behind the line of scrimmage.
They lose 6 on the play. Jacob Adams records the tackle. Now 4 receivers, 3 to the left side. Austin is in the backfield with Brandon Hanna, who calls out the signals. The Terriers quarterback wants to run it after taking the snap in the shotgun. He gets out close to the 45-yard line before he is stopped.
Watson, Harris, and Nossum there for Case as it just collapsed around Harris. Had nowhere to really go with it. Tried to step up, and the Case defense surrounded him.
Got to the 44, a pickup of 3, 3rd down, 13. Hyram with the football after the Case fumble. 12:20 to play, second quarter, 10-7 Case. Brendan Hanna takes the snap, drops back to throw, fires it. It's caught by Josh Corkill, his first reception of the day, and he is tackled quickly there. Kerry Dieter on the defensive coverage for Case. They get out to the 50, and it is 4th down and 7 after a pickup of 5. Football marked right at midfield.
Well, twice here in the quarter, the Case offense has stalled out on turnovers, and the Case defense has then turned those into 3 and outs and forced Hyram to kick.
Yeah, the Case defense has bailed out the Spartans so far today. Here is the kick. It will sail out of bounds. And here we go again. The official has to make a judgment on where that ball actually went out of bounds. He's going to say at the 25-yard line, but Ed, I thought it went out of bounds much further upfield.
Considering that Greg Debelek caught the ball at the 27, I don't know how you can mark that ball at the 25.
It really went on the fly to the Case head coach.
Standing 3.5, 4 yards off the sideline. And he was standing inside the coaching box, so he was at the 26 or 27 when he makes the catch. Change at quarterback for Case Western.
Max Bohan is in. They will hand the football. I believe that's Ricky Hanslick carrying.
Another fumble.
And the Spartans have lost it again. Hyram comes up with the football.
They're going to say Hanslick was down.
They might have ripped it right out of his hands. Trying to see who came up with that ball. I believe it was Damian Gibson.
Another product, local product.
2nd down for Case. They will give Hanslick a yard on that play. Max Bohan is in the game at quarterback. 4 receivers set. Bohan, play action, fires it downfield, incomplete. Lapsevic, the intended target. Defensive coverage by Phil Arnold, who recorded an interception a few moments ago. Just under 11 minutes to go here in the second quarter at Case Field. 10-7 Spartans. We have a game on our hands. Spartans blew out Oberlin College last week. Oberlin beat this Hiram team earlier this year. But Hyram with a spirited effort so far. 10-7.
Well, 4 turnovers from the Case offense will do that.
Bohan tries to throw it out to Metalsitz. It's knocked down.
Mario Lemanuel out of
Suwanee, Georgia product. Just a freshman. Got a hand on that pass.
Well, I think the longer that Hyram begins to hang around here, the more confidence they're going to pick up. And the more aggressive they're going to become both offense and defensively. They're going to take a few more chances being in the football game.
Dominic Harper is back to receive this punt from Eric Olson. Low snap, short hops Olson. He gets the kick away, and it will be fumbled by Harper, and Christian Anderson comes up with the loose ball for Case.
I think Case got away with one, too, in that boy, it's hard to say if Olson's knee was down when he fielded the ball.
It was a bad snap back to Olson, but he got the kick away. And no flags on the play, and the Spartans will have it at the 39-yard line of the Terriers.
And Olson back in at quarterback.
Secret checks back in at running back. Metalsitz is lined up as a wide receiver on the right. 2 receivers on the left. They will give it to Manny Secret. Tries to bounce to the outside. Still picking his way forward to the 35 and falls forward. Out close to the 33-yard line. 6-yard pickup for the freshman. 2nd down and 4 for the Spartans with 10 minutes to play here in the first half.
Well, and you remember last week as Case Western did open up a 47-7 lead on Oberlin. That was a 17-7 game with 3 minutes to go in the second quarter.
Spartans still waiting to hit their stride offensively today. Olson in trouble in the pocket. He fires it incomplete. Looking for Secret over the middle. Secret hit hard by John Hull at the end of that play.
Hull's been all over the field for Hyram this afternoon. Played on the outside, had a little coverage there in the middle on their zone defense. All important 3rd down for Case, though. They might be in 4-down territory considering they're just outside the 30-yard line.
3rd down and 4. 4 receivers check into the game for Olson. Flanked by Secret in the backfield. He'll roll right, fires it out to Metalsitz, makes the catch. 1st down at the 25-yard line, and he steps out of bounds.
That's much more the controlled passing game that Case has really reverted back to since Dan Whalen graduated. Underneath, take what the defense will give you, keep it within about 15 yards of the line of scrimmage, and then if you have the opportunity, go over the top. But move the pocket and really play within about 15 yards of the line of scrimmage.
Under 10 to play second quarter. Olson will hand to Secret straight up the middle. Gets a couple before he is grabbed again. Nice defensive play by Mario Lemuel, the freshman. Football be marked at the 22-yard line. A pickup of 3 for Secret. 2nd down and 7 with the Spartans leading it by 3.
And the ball was moving in Secret's hands as he was tackled.
Spartans have had trouble holding on to it this afternoon. 4 turnovers so far. 10-7 Case. They do have a 3-point lead. Street is in the game. Lined up as a wide receiver. Wide left. Olson back to throw. He looks right. Pressure. Runs out of the pocket. He is caught from behind and tackled. Oliver Dickerhoof, the senior linebacker out of Alliance, records the tackle on Olson, who tried to make a run for it. It is 3rd down and 7 for Case. Tony Leibarger, the freshman wide receiver, in amongst a 4-receiver set for the Spartans. Olson rolling right again, finds Metalsitz, but out of bounds, incomplete. 4th down and 7 for Case from the Hyram 22-yard line, and it looks like the offensive unit will stay out. Threw that one just a bit high, Ed, with a little too much on it.
Well, it almost looked like he pushed it out there, Dave. Didn't really cock his arm and throw it forward. It came from the shoulder pads, almost like a shot put.
Middlesex could not bring it down inbounds. 4th down and 7. Case will go for it. 8:29 to play here in the second quarter. Olsen takes the snap, drops back to throw, looks to the right side. Middlesex has it inside the 10 at the 8 and plows his way to the 4-yard line before he is brought down. First down for Case. Spartans convert on 4th down. Phil Arnold recorded the tackle. Middlesex with the catch and the run down to the 4.
Well, Arnold got twisted around on that inside-out move. And when the ball was in the air, Arnold actually had his back to the receiver.
18-yard pickup. Case with a full house backfield. They will hand this one to Steve Magister, the fullback. He rumbles down into the 2-yard line.
Was that Dale English with the lead block, Dave?
I believe they had English in the backfield. It is. English is back there with Magister and Secret.
He's tough enough on the line of scrimmage. You're going to give him a 5-yard running start to run into somebody.
2nd and goal from the 2. Olsen will keep it. After faking to Magister, he dives ahead but did not get in. He is close to the 1-yard line. I think you got to give English a shot here.
Why not?
10-7 Case knocking on the door for more. 3rd and goal from the 1-yard line. English, Magister, and Secret in the backfield. Olsen hands it to Magister. He is close. No signal yet. Right on the goal line.
I don't think he got in, but I think Case will have to go for it.
This will be 4th and goal from the 1-yard line.
I am surprised that Case has not been able to move that Terrier line just 3 feet.
Case will take a timeout here. Greg Debelak says, let's talk it over. 4th down and 1 to go. 4th and goal from the 1. We have a timeout. 6:46 to play here in the second quarter. The wind is definitely back, Ed, as it really starts to blow as they huddle up. We'll take a timeout as well. Back with more in just a moment on the Spartans Broadcasting Network.
I have this cool cash. What can I do with it?
You can turn it into a hot meal at Rascal House. It's the best value in town.
What do they have there?
Buckets of wings, pasta, sandwiches, salads, and of course, great pizza.
Are they open late?
You bet. Open every night till 2:30 a.m. And you can even build your own pizza and order it online at rascalhousepizza.com.
Cool. See you at the Spartans game?
Yep, and see you after at Rascal House.
Well, the Spartans have George Duraney in at tight end on the left side of their formation. Secret, Magister, and English comprise the full house backfield behind Eric Olsen. 4th and goal from the 1. 10-7 Case. Olsen will turn. He will try and flip it out to Secret. He has it. He's in for the touchdown.
Oh, they ran an option play to the short side of the field, and Olsen held that as long as he could. Made a head-high pitch to Secret, who hauled it in and got inside the pylon for the touchdown.
Manny Secret's 4th rushing touchdown of the season, a 1-yard run, and the Spartans extend the lead to 16-7 with 6:41 to go here in the second quarter. Dan Vassell out for the PAT. English will snap it. Calabrese will hold it. Here is the kick. It is up and it is good. Vassell boots it through, and it's 17-7. Case by 10. Hyram ball when we come back after this timeout on the Spartans Broadcasting Network.
In search of an extraordinary dining experience where you're certain to enjoy the ambiance as well as the menu? Table 45 Restaurant and Bar is the award-winning mixed culture restaurant located at the Intercontinental Cleveland, offering world cuisine created by accomplished local chef Zach Brule. Open every day, the atmosphere at Table 45 is relaxed yet inspiring with weekday chill-out happy hours, a behind-the-scenes chef's table, and outdoor dining on Patio 45. Call for more details or reservations at 216-707-4045 or visit us at tbl45.com or on Facebook.
Case Western Reserve 17, Hiram College 7.
11 play, 39-yard drive for Case Western.
That includes 2 fourth-down plays, one for a first down, one for a touchdown. Manny Secre now with 21 yards rushing on the day on 8 carries and a touchdown.
And Case is only 1 for 7 on third downs in the ballgame, but 3 for 3 on fourth down.
Here is the kickoff from Dan Vass. It'll be taken at the 17-yard line by the Terriers out to the 30, and a big hit there wipes out the return man.
Adam Watson from the backside just drilled.
They'll take your pick, Ed. There's 2 35s.
I think it's Alvin Barnes, the wide receiver, the 5'6" wide receiver.
Out of Fort Myers, Florida, brought that one back out to the 30-yard line. That's where Hyram will take over. 6.5 minutes to go here in the second quarter. Brightening up here at Case Field a little bit, both emotionally and weather-wise. Here's a pass out close to the 40. It's incomplete as Hannah was aiming for Jeff Schofield.
Well, the significance of Vassal's extra point is it gives Case 17 points. Hyram is yet to post 17 points offense or in any game this season. 16 was their most in their only win over Kenyon, 16-13. Since then, they've lost 4 in a row, and they've scored 14, 7, 7, and 14.
Not a high-scoring outfit, and so the Spartans leading it by 10 right now. 17-7. Hannah fakes the handoff, tries to run it. Michael Harris says no way. He wraps him up and drives him down at the 27-yard line. It'll be a loss of 3.
Now, we talked about that rush defense that Case has. And so far in the ball game, Hiram's only run the ball for 13 yards on 12 carries.
Michael Harris gets a breather. .5:58 to go, second quarter. Brandon Hanna, the quarterback for Hyram, back in the shotgun. He has 4 receivers in the game. Case shows blitz, back to throw Hanna. He will fire it. It is incomplete.
Wow, over the middle, he had a wide open Caleb Jones. Nobody there for Case as they were defending the 40-yard line, and Jones was all alone between the hash marks at the 30.
Intended target was Josh Corkhill. It's incomplete. That brings about 4th and 14 for the Terriers. And Scott Curley will be out to punt this one away. Calabrese will set up at the 40. Curley has consistently kicked it toward the sidelines away from Dan Calabrese. He will do so again, and that will angle to Calabrese. He will not try a return, and it rolls out of bounds near the 36-yard line.
Curley's 6th kick of the first half for Hyram.
38-yard kick with no return. And the Spartans will come out offensively, leading it by 10 with 5:35 to play here in the first half. And Ed, I think you have to look at a 10-point lead versus 4 turnovers, and you have to feel very good about the way this is playing out. The defense has really bailed out the Spartans today. Eric Olson.
Well, 4 turnovers, and Hiram's only been able to convert 1 of them into a score. And that was the controversial turnover to begin with.
The fumble by Olson, and looked like he was down on the play. Olson to throw it. Lapsevic has it. Over on the far side, 40, 45, 50. Let's see, that is Eric Street. He's run out of bounds into Hiram territory. Olson to Eric Street. His first catch of the day. Street, the senior out of Coventry High School and Barberton. First and 10.
Northeast Ohio product.
Secre in the backfield. Olson under center. Street is the lone man on the left. 3 receivers on the right. Secre straight up the middle, running behind Eric Street, who blocks up field. And Secre gets out to the 34-yard line.
Dominic Harper dragged him down.
That's a first down run, Ed.
Yeah, just as he got past the sticks. Seacray slowed down enough. He wanted to give Street the opportunity to get a block downfield, and Harper closed in behind and brought him down.
10-yard pickup for Manny Seacray. 1st and 10 from the Hyram 34-yard line. Spartans with the football and a 10-point lead, 17-7. Little screen pass makes its way out to Lapsevic. He makes the catch and then is ankle tackled before he reaches the 30-yard line. Josh Peacock, the sophomore, comes in to record the tackle and keep Lapsevic from streaking upfield.
The Terriers continue to show blitz. On that play, they were in a 3-4 defense, and 2 of the 4 linebackers were coming. Showing blitz again, both off the edge and up the middle are the Terriers.
2nd down and 8 from the Hyram 32-yard line. Olsen to throw, rolls right, looking downfield. Metalsitz was the intended target. It is incomplete.
Yeah, I was going to say that Brendan Rollet, I thought, got away with a hold, and then all of a sudden there are 2 yellow penalty flags on the field.
Spartans will get hit for a holding penalty here. And this one will come back from the spot of the foul, which was right around the 30-yard line. Officials huddling up now with 4:09 to play here in the first half. We hope you'll stay tuned at halftime. We'll have some features for you on our video webcast. There's your holding call against Case.
Oh, and a defensive holding as well. They're going to offset them.
And they'll leave the ball at the 32-yard line.
Yeah, Brendan Rollet, no doubt, got his hooks into Alex Sinclair. I was a little surprised that the flag didn't come out right away.
4 receivers set, 2 on each side. 2nd down and 8. Case with the football and a 10-point lead. Eric Olson on the right hash mark will call out the signals. Gets a new play sent in from the sideline. Seacray, the lone man in the backfield. Olson takes the snap. He'll put it right in the belly of Seacray, and he spins to the 30. Is tripped up right there. 3rd down and 6 for the Spartans.
Well, Harrison Dickerhoof is getting some playing time in front of his brother. Harrison on the defensive front really broke up the trap block and created problems for Seacray immediately.
Another guy who's playing well today, Ed, is Mario Lemuel, the freshman on the defensive line. Olsen to throw it. Metalsitz has it on a little screen. Turns it upfield. 25-20. Spins down to the 15-yard line. 1st down Case as Brian Metalsitz.
Well, he had a full convoy out in front of him, Dave. 3 offensive linemen and 2 more wide receivers out there. And it was just a rumbling train wreck down to the 15-yard line.
Garrett Hardig in the game on that play was clearing some space for Metalsitz. 1st down and 10 from the 15. It's a 15-yard pickup for the senior, Brian Metalsitz, who has also had 2 big kickoff returns today. Seacray ducks under the pile, tries to get inside the 15. He might have gotten in there by a half yard. It'll be 2nd down and 10 for Case.
Ran right into that teeth of the Hiram blitz.
Second and 10 from the Terrier 15. Case using up some clock here late in the 2nd quarter. 2nd down, 10, 2:44 to play. 2nd quarter, 17-7 Case. Olsen directing traffic. Here is the snap back to the junior quarterback. He'll go to Seacray on the right sideline. He jumps in the air. Did he step out of bounds at the 5 or is he in for a touchdown?
Touchdown.
Manny Seacray with a high jump, a broad jump, maybe a triple jump, all on one play along the sideline.
The question they were asking was when he landed with his right foot at between the 2 and the 3 yard line, did he get the ball into the end zone before his knee touched down at the 1? And the official on the spot said, yes, he did.
Screen pass to Seacray on the sideline, and what an athletic play for Seacray. And the PAT snap is all fouled up. A lot of movement on the line. 2:25 to play as Manny Secre scores one of the more acrobatic touchdowns we've seen.
Well, it's going to be an interesting 3 more seasons if we continue to see that out of Manny Secre.
Offside against the Terriers declined, and they will let Vassal try and kick it again. 23-7 Case. Extra point coming up. Here is the kick from Vassal. It is up. That one is good. Dan Vassal continues to kick the ball well for Case. 24-7 Spartans. 2:25 to play in the second quarter. We'll have more from Case Field in just a moment on the Spartans Broadcasting Network.
This year, Qdoba will cater like 10,000 parties.
Where? When? I'm there.
Well, these parties are hypothetical. I was just talking about Qdoba catering. Hot taco bars with fire-grilled chicken and marinated steak, flour tortillas and taco shells. You'll also get their hand-smashed guacamole, cheese, sour cream, lettuce, and salsa. They'll deliver to your home or office, and they'll even set it up.
Can I bring a guest?
Oh, boy. Visit Qdoba.com today for more information about Qdoba catering. Qdoba Mexican Grill. More to explore.
Case widens out the margin 24-7 with 2:25 to play in the first half. Manny Secre with a leaping touchdown. I think he left at about the 5 end and was able to get in there. Here is the kickoff from Dan Vassal. It will be back to the 14-yard line by Chris Austin on the return out across the 25, and he's caught right there about the 27-yard line. 15-yard touchdown pass from Secre, from Olson to Secre. Eric Olson today 10 of 17, 94 yards and a touchdown.
So Olson's thrown a touchdown to Secre. Secre has a running touchdown on a toss flip from Olson. And Dan Calabrese has thrown a touchdown pass off a fake field goal to Jake Adams.
So far, Case with 163 yards of total offense. Hyram less than 100. They fire it out, and it's caught by Josh Corkhill on their first down play from the 29-yard line. Corkhill makes the catch and gets out of bounds at the 36.
Well, Hiram has now thrown the ball 16 times. You're pretty confident you're going to see a lot more of the passing game from the Hiram Terriers.
Well, here comes number 17. Hannah rushed out of the pocket, fires it up there, and it is caught but incomplete. Nice catch climbing the ladder over on the far side for the Terriers. That was Dominic Harper, the senior, but he could not bring it down. Inbounds, 3rd down and 3 from the 36-yard line of the Terriers. Hiram football, less than 2 to play now in the second quarter. In Case up 24-7, Hannah to throw it. He loops it up there, up for grabs, intended for Jeff Schofield.
They're going to say caught the ball on the tip. Now they're going to come over and say incomplete.
Yeah, it looked like the ball bounced in front of Schofield. There defensively for Case was Ryan Ferguson.
The umpire initially marked it as a completion. The head linesman then came over and said, no, it hit the ground. Ball was tipped at the line of scrimmage. Either Kevin Nossum or Jake Adams got their hand up on it as Case came with a blitz. They were bringing 6. Hiram only had 5 linemen in the ball game to block.
1:51 to play. And a punt coming up for Scott Curley. He has been busy today. This will be his 7th punt. And the Spartans come after it, but he gets a booming kick away and drives Calabrese all the way back to the 18 to the 19-yard line of the Spartans.
Well, Case has 2 timeouts, as do the Terriers. 1:44 to play. Yeah, Hiram might use their timeouts just because Case has turned the ball over 4 times in the first half. Actually, they turned it over 4 times in the first 16 minutes. Maybe look to create a turnover down here and get some points before halftime.
Curley with a 45-yard punt, no return.
Is that Max Bohan in the ball game now for Case?
Bohan comes back in. 4 receivers set. Secret is the man out of the backfield. Bohan rolling to his right. Now up against the sideline. Has to step out of bounds. No one open downfield.
See, and for Bohan, a little inexperience there. Leading 24-7 and looking just to get the ball to the locker room. I'm surprised that Bohan stepped out of bounds, that he didn't just fall down outside the numbers to keep the clock running or force Hiram to use their timeouts.
1:37 to play.
With that, now Hiram, if they get stops on 2nd and 3rd down, could force Case to kick the ball and get it back with about a minute and a half to play.
Right now, 2nd down and 10 from the Case 19-yard line. Bohan in the game, flanked to his left by Manny Secret. 4 receivers set, 2 on each side. Bohan lets it fly, and miscommunication, no one under the pass.
Metalsitz broke the pattern off at the 35-yard line, and Bohan threw it all the way into Hiram territory. Another stoppage in play, and Hiram keeps their 2 timeouts.
3rd down and 10 from the 19-yard line. Still very overcast here at Case, but has brightened up somewhat. Lights are on here on this homecoming Saturday. It is very cool and breezy today at Case Field. 52 degrees at game time. Back to throw Bohan. He's in trouble. Gets away from the pressure. Now turns it upfield. Dives ahead out to the 22. Picks up 3 on the play. And Case now will be looking at a punt on 4th down, and Hyram will use a timeout. Randy Moore uses a timeout. Terriers will have 2 left. Case looking at a 4th and 6 from the 23-yard line. And the Terriers will get the ball back before the end of the half. 1:15 to play, and they've only been able to put 7 on the board. They have not been able to take advantage of the turnovers in the fashion that they would like, but
they got
just comparing this Hyram team from the last couple of editions that we've seen, this is a much more dangerous team with a lot more offensive weapons.
They are much more athletic, much more active, both sides of the football, offense and defense.
Eric Olson will punt this one away. Dominic Harper is back at his own 40. He fumbled the last punt. Olson will kick this one away. He's back at his own 10. The football marked at the 23-yard line. Here is the kick from Olson. Straight ahead. And Dominic Harper makes a fair catch signal at the Hyram 40-yard line.
Well, 1:13 to play in the half. You would expect Hyram to show you that continued 4 and 5 wide receiver set. And if you're the Case defense, you have to play the underneath. You have to play the 7 to 10 yard pattern, which in this kind of spread offense is that quick hitter. It's almost a West Coast meets a spread offense.
37-yard punt by Olson. No return. The snap goes back to Hanna. 1st and 10 from the 40. Middle of the field. Passes caught down there inside the Case 40. Brendan James hauls that one in.
23 yards right down the seam.
No huddle for Hyram. 1st and 10 from the 37-yard line of the Spartans. Hanna to throw it. Pump fakes, looking downfield, directing traffic. Now he'll fire it out of bounds.
James, intended receiver there near the 20-yard line.
2nd down and 10 with 57 seconds left in the first half. It has been an interesting first half, to say the least. Case overcoming 4 turnovers in the first half, 3 fumbles and an interception. They lead it 24-7. 57 seconds left in the second quarter. Hanna calling out the signals in the shotgun. 3 receivers on the left side. He looks that way now. Rolls over to the right side, looking downfield, and again, he gets rid of it with Doolin and Watson in hot pursuit. And Hanna fires it away. 3rd down and 10 from the Case 37. Brandon Hanna, the sophomore out of Ashtabula, Ohio. He'll look over and get a new play. 48 seconds left in the half. Hiram trying to get some points here before heading to the halftime locker room. Hanna back to throw on third down. Is hit as he throws it. It's tipped incomplete. Hanna ends up under a pile down there. Michael Harris was chasing him down.
And Dale English was a half step short of picking up another quarterback sack.
44 seconds left. It's 4th down and 10 from the 37-yard line. They set up for a punt here, Ed. I'm somewhat surprised they wouldn't take a shot here on 4th down. Here is the kick by Curley, and that will go to Calabrese back at the 5-yard line, and he has a 2-yard return before he is tackled back there on the punt coverage for Hyram.
Surprised that Calabrese even tried to field that punt. The opportunity for a muff existed. Why even take the shot?
Line drive kick all the way back to the 5-yard line. 2-yard return before the tackle by Scott Betts, the freshman out of Washington, PA. 32-yard kick with a 2-yard return. And Case will take a knee here back on their own 8-yard line. And that will do it for the first half. Final 25 seconds will run off with no plays.